95.000 AD. Chapter 4. On the mattress, it's still dirty. Can't be asked to upkeep, feeling so distantly nostalgic that it feels like a drag. I'm thinking of what do I get from my current experiences of growth and presence, and only thing I can say is something diffused like through a fog, relating to the raising and rearing of children. Don't know what can say yet. The spirit has been around for a few days, encouraging me to write the most persistent, but I was waiting for more feedback to come in. I thrive on that stuff, like a cat thrives on mouses, not food, just spores. The spirit shows me an image where my farming has led to the growth of a world tree around that method. It looks pretty menacing, to be honest. It is like if everyone in the world became addicted to maple syrup. Horror days. So do you want me to show you something today? It asks. I think to myself, I had a thought earlier today but can't recall it today. Echo, 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 I laugh to myself as my mind is empty. For some it would be intoxicating. For a schizophrenic I can only paraphrase someone. It's the only time in a telepath's life when you no longer hear the voices. The spirit nods. I used to be an empath, then I lost my universal love for everything, starting from myself, and now I'm a telepath. Telepath, more like teletubbies, the spirit laughs. Though quickly as it notices my annoyance and the audience worry of its true nature. No, you're learning, it's just finger pains. This I laughingly say back. It smiles warmly, though I do feel a presence of, oh, I wish you'd mature quicker. I would be upset, but I know this desire very well when facing the growth of something one needs to grow. In a way, it alarms me. Am I something that has no present value but only value in the future? Or worse yet, is my present value negative? Oh, not so, says Spirit, your present value is indeed positive. I nod contently, praise warms the soul. So yes, I wanted to show you that tree. I can understand your reaction. It is a world that had, for a long while, no other light than your little agriculture project. It recalls you growing your green friend and then slowly gaining ground away from poverty until you settled down and had a family. It recalls you as its dynasty's head, for them the effect is grand. I nod. The image was scary, but what it says is true. It would be a dynasty. I do not know how my situation's outcome will be, though. Time will tell. Growing money. It is a weird business conducting a situation like after near a decade as homeless, one topic at a time, growing until you're back to normalcy. Starting with taking a shower every day to cleaning once it gets dirty. One little growth at a time. So, let's talk terraforming. Show me something interesting about my plan and how it relates to terraforming. Okay, I know you recall that Mars is nitrogen poor, in that even if it were warm enough for oceans it would still be, topsoil-wise, too toxic and poor to grow plants well. And that Venus has enough nitrogen in its atmosphere to be farmed for algae that's transported to Mars for its nitrogen. But, I'd like you to take a look at this house in the asteroid belt. Notice that the rock it's on has white tendrils growing all over it. Those are nitrogen-rich algae that exist on the rock in vacuum. When Mars is at its closest passage, it's cheaper to ship nitrogen from the small house farms on the belt to Mars. It reminded me of you. When the stars align, you move 10 million piles, but down here, under many stars and much misalignment, you move bottles. Nice metaphor. I find myself resisting the visual. I'm a stickler for large pictures, so to be around small at a situation like this makes me feel uncomfortable. If the story is large details and sweeping vistas, it's impersonal. Once it gets to the hobbits, it's a different story. After a while, I focus more and the spirit continues. As you can see, they collect the nitrogen fungus into a port and ship it out at the right time. With 3 asteroid belts in your system, they all get a nice share of the profits at an equal amount of traffic. It makes me think of the Holy Trinity in a way. It's also, as those cargo ships travel back and forth, kind of like a spider web in timeless view. As they depart one location and return to one ahead, it looks like a dance. I like it. Anyway, you were thinking of Venus. I don't like all that heat, but let's look. Ah, there it is. Do you see it? It looks like spires of white rising from the clouds. I say, yeah, it looks like a crown of blue emerald on a white gold base with those white reflector panels on the top turning towards the peak like a solar power plant. That's what it is. Must say I've never seen that before. Me neither. On its side are green tendrils of a massive tree roots close to the top. The tendrils turn white and as they sink into the clouds blue. It seems to root itself to the side of the building and turn the atmospheric gases to its nutrients instead of dirt like on Earth. At the right depth and atmospheric pressures it grows fruits of any kind, but it needs a base to grow on. Without that it just dissipates in the wind. That is a fine new addition, thank you. Is there anything else? Not that I can think of, he says while he takes a bite from a fruit with yellow banana-like peels and a red watermelon-like interior. Good carver fruit, he says.